Hey everyone, welcome back to Car Flash at the garage, where badge hype gets tossed in the glove box, spec sheet worship gets left at the showroom door, and what we're left with is raw, real-world driving truth. If you're new here, buckle up, as this is your pit stop for honest car reviews that cut through the noise and get to what really matters on the road. And today, we're sliding behind the wheel of something sleek, evolved, and just quietly brilliant as a 2026 Audi A5 Sedan. Exterior. Now, Audi's A5 name has long been associated with coupe styling and premium refinement, but in 2026, things are getting interesting. Audi's finally breaking the mold with a full-on A5 sedan, replacing the old A4 sedan in some markets and giving us a sharper, more upscale alternative that slots just right beneath the A6. The nameplate might say A5, but don't let that confuse you, as this car is all about real-world usability blended with just enough edge to keep you glancing back every time you walk away. Let's talk about what you see first. Out of design. From the front, Audi's signature single-frame grille has evolved again. It's wider, flatter, and more integrated into the fascia than before, giving off a properly assertive vibe without screaming in your face. The new digital matrix LED headlights are razor-thin and lined with customizable DRLs that double as a calling card, letting you change their style through the infotainment. Audi calls it digital personalization. We call it futuristic flex. The lower bumper now cuts deeper, and depending on the trim, especially if you go S-line, you get more aggressive detailing and blacked-out accents that give the front end serious street presence. Slide to the side and the proportions start talking. This A5 sedan sits lower than the old A4, with a coupe-like roofline that manages to stay elegant without sacrificing rear headroom. It's clean, uncluttered, and purposeful. Strong shoulder lines, subtle fender creases, and flush door handles all come together to give the car a premium, sculpted look. Audi's playing the long game here, and no fake vents, no overdone chrome, just well-executed design that doesn't need to shout to be seen. Move around to the back and it's all Audi cool, a minimalist, technical, and just the right amount of aggressive. The full-width LED taillight bar is animated, pulsing every time you lock or unlock the car. The light signature is sharp and modern, giving a digital feel that pairs perfectly with the clean tailgate and subtle integrated spoiler. Dual exhaust tips are neatly tucked under the bumper, though, let's be honest, they're more design than function on most variants. Still, the stance is tight, the proportions are dialed in, and there's no angle where the A5 sedan looks awkward. Interior. Step inside, and Audi does what Audi does best: a clean architecture, rich materials, and a sense of calm sophistication. The entire dash is driver-focused but still feels welcoming. Gone are the standalone tablets and tacked-on screens. In comes a wraparound cockpit with a 12.3-inch virtual cockpit display and a seamless 14.5-inch central touchscreen that flows toward the driver like it was molded for your hand. The haptic feedback has improved, and while we still miss a few physical buttons, especially for climate control, the system is responsive and UI is clean. Wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto are standard. Of course, what's even more impressive is the use of sustainable materials throughout the cabin. Audi's pushing recycled microfibers and vegan leather alternatives in hard trims. But if you go full spec, there's still natural Vulcan leather, open-pore wood inlays, and a Bang & Olufsen sound system that genuinely turns the cabin into a rolling studio. Ambient lighting is tasteful and fully customizable, wrapping the dash and door panels with subtle, color-shifting vibes. Seating is supportive, firm in that German way, but perfectly contoured for long hauls. Front seats offer ventilation, heating, massage functions, and memory settings. Rear seats, surprisingly spacious thanks to clever packaging. Earroom is solid for a car in this class, and the sloping roof doesn't eat too much into headroom. The trunk holds up well too, enough for a weekend's worth of bags or a full grocery haul without complaints. performance. Now let's talk about what it's like to drive and this is where the A5 sedan really earns its badge. Depending on trim, you're looking at a range of engines. The base models like the A540 TFSI come with a 2.0-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder pushing around 204 horsepower. It's paired with the 12-volt mild hybrid system and Audi's 7-speed S-tronic dual-clutch gearbox. It's smooth, it's quiet, and it pulls confidently for daily driving. Step up to the A545 TFSI, and you're getting 261 horsepower and a sharper throttle response thanks to the beefier tuning. If you want more drama, Audi's rumored to bring a plug-in hybrid variant later in the year, possibly the A5 TFSI blending electric to work with quattro traction for a seriously capable all-weather cruiser. Speaking of quattro, yes, all-wheel drive is available across most trims, and it's still one of the best in the business when it comes to balance and grip without sacrificing fuel economy. Handling is sharp but not punishing. Steering feel has improved, offering more road feedback than past generations. Adaptive dampers in the sportier trims really help strike a balance between comfort and agility. Flick it into dynamic mode and the A5 hunkers down, a throttle sharpens, shifts quicken, and the chassis tightens up without turning into a bone rattler. But leave it in comfort or auto, and the ride is buttery smooth enough to handle potholes, speed bumps, and long commutes without fuss. In terms of efficiency, the 2.0-liter mild hybrid setup offers real-world mileage gains. Expect something in the ballpark of 30 to 35 miles per gallon combined, depending on your setup and driving style. Audi's efficiency game has seriously stepped up, and it shows here. Now the all-important question: what's it gonna cost you? The 2026 Audi A5 sedan starts around $47,000 in its base premium trim. Add in quattro, S-line appearance, and some must-have tech packages, and you're pushing into the mid-50s. Fully loaded prestige models can flirt with the $60,000 mark, especially with premium paint, adaptive suspension, and luxury interior packages. Is it worth it? If you value refinement, technology, and subtle athleticism over shouty performance and gimmicks, yeah, it makes a strong case for itself. Here's the thing: the 2026 Audi A5 sedan isn't trying to be flashy. It doesn't rely on overdone design or gimmicky features. What it does is refine the driving experience. It smooths out the edges of your commute. It brings just enough flair to make you feel like you've stepped into something special, without beating you over the head with it. It's premium without being pretentious, athletic without being angry, and smart without being sterile. So if you're someone who appreciates sharp design, cutting-edge tech, and the kind of road manners that keep your heart rate steady, the A5 sedan might just be the sweet spot in Audi's 2026 lineup. It's a grown-up, daily drivable take on premium motoring, and in our book, that's a win. If you've made it this far, you know the drill. Hit that like button if this review helped you out. Subscribe if you're new here, and drop a comment below if there's another 2026 model you want us to get behind the wheel of. This is Car Flash, where the badge doesn't matter if the drive doesn't deliver. Catch you in the next one. Stay sharp.